Welcome back for part 2 episode of No Bummers Special Edition, all about Taylor Swift. Let's kick it back off where we picked up. Thank you for coming back. Enjoy.
Are we rolling?
We are rolling.
Welcome, everyone. You have been invited to take part in a super important job.
Yay!
The three of us have been recruited to build Taylor Swift The Essential Collection.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my word. Okay.
Oh god.
Here are the rules. All songs are presented grouped by track number. All tracks ones will be considered together for track 1 on The Essential Collection.
Okay.
So track 1 from Debut, track 1 from Fearless, track 1 from... All versions of the song will be considered as one. So live, Taylor's version, all of that, like All Too Well is only on here one time.
Okay.
And that is as track 5 of Red.
Okay.
So that includes the 10-minute version, that includes live versions, whatever.
Okay.
So I'll give everyone a few seconds to think after I present the track list, and then we will do a first vote with no discussion.
Okay.
If we have a majority, Trent will mark it down as the track name, and we'll move on.
This is so fun.
I love this.
I feel giddy now.
If we don't have a majority, so if we all three vote for a different song, we will have 1 minute to discuss, and then we will vote again. If we can't come to a consensus on one song after the second vote, that track is cut from the album.
Oh gosh.
Ooh,
Okay. So wait a second.
okay.
I just want to make sure I understand. So you're going to say
So I'm going to say,
track
here are
one
all the
from
track
all
ones.
10 albums or whatever.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm going to say, here's track ones from all the albums. We're going to have like 5 to 10 seconds to think about it, and then you have to vote. It's got to be like gut instinct vote. Then if we all vote for a different song, then we'll have a minute to talk about it, and then we'll vote again. And if we can't come to a consensus, if 2 of us don't vote for the same song on the second vote, we cut the track entirely.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
And like all track,
So then we lose it.
we lose that
completely.
whole
Oh my
track
gosh.
section.
Okay. Fun.
Bonus and vault tracks, deluxe editions, etc., have been added to fill in where there were holes because like the albums are different lengths, obviously. There's an 18 track limit on this
Oh
this
no.
Essential collection.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Any questions before we get to track 1?
No, I'm so excited.
Yeah. Me too.
job.
Okay.
This is a good one.
Yeah.
Track 1, Tim McGraw from Taylor Swift, Fearless from Fearless, Mine from Speak Now, State of Grace from Red, Welcome to New York from 1989, Ready for It from Reputation, I Forgot That You Existed from Lover, The One from Folklore, Willow from Evermore, Lavender Haze from Midnights, and Babe from Red TV.
Wait a second. So we have to pick one of these
One.
songs?
So, does everyone have theirs locked in?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go first. My vote is for State of Grace from Red. Sadie?
I forgot that you existed from Lover.
Fearless from Fearless.
Okay.
Screwed.
So, I understand that Red is not everyone else's favorite film. Can you start a 1 minute timer for us, Trent? Sorry. To make you work.
It's definitely not my favorite film. Could be my favorite CD though.
Did I say film?
Yes.
Ooh.
I wasn't gonna say. I was just gonna let you have that.
I'm so mean. Okay.
Here's what I will say. I understand State of Grace is not everyone's favorite song, nor is Red everyone's favorite album. I am willing to go for either of yours. Whoever can present me a better argument. Because I think your two are great options as well.
Yeah. Okay. So Fearless is her, I feel like the album that blew her up. Like,
Yeah.
Because
It was her first like pop country crossover.
Yes. Yes. So I feel like Fearless from the Fearless album is like, it just like kickstarts the whole album. And like, that was like such a huge pivotal moment in her career. I think if you would have started with State of Grace, like, I think that wouldn't have launched her career or Forgot That You Existed. I love both of those songs. I'm not saying that I don't, but I feel like Fearless is such...
Sadie hasn't said her piece yet. Go, Sadie, go.
I just have an emotional attachment to that song because it got me through a hard time. That's all.
Okay. You can have it.
Okay, are we ready to vote again?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right, Jackie, you vote first this time.
Fearless from Fearless.
I will also say Fearless.
And your argument was very good, and I'm swayed, so Fearless.
Okay.
Yes!
So Trent, on that spreadsheet I emailed you, will you write track 1 as Fearless? Everyone ready for track 2? Do we need to take a second? Cleanse your chi. Oh, we don't need to open. Well, I want to be able to read them back at the end. And then I'm going to make a Spotify playlist.
I love
that's-
that you existed. It is so good.
It's so
I
good.
seriously was making this slideshow and I was like, this is going to suck so bad.
It's gonna suck. Like I can't. Like when we get to
Some
track 5,
of
it's
them,
gonna
yes.
suck.
Track 5 especially, I was like, I could not. You could gun to my head, cannot.
Okay.
All right,
Well,
ready?
we'll see.
Track 2. Picture to Burn from Taylor Swift. 15 from Fearless. Sparks Fly from Speak Now. Red from Red. Blank Space from
no.
1989. Endgame from Reputation. Cruel Summer from Lover. Cardigan from Folklore. Champagne Problems from Evermore. Maroon from Midnights. And Message in a Bottle from Red, Taylor's version.
Okay, I have mine.
Me too.
Oh, this is hard. This one's hard. I can't tell a lie. Are you kidding me? Red, Sparks Fly,
Literally.
15 Picture to Burn. All of those.
All right. Is everyone ready?
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. No. Yes.
Okay, Sadie, you have to go first this time.
Champagne Problems from Evermore.
I was going to say Picture to Burn from Taylor Swift.
Cruel Summer
Oh
from
my
Lover.
gosh. No.
Okay. Start a minute timer.
I literally have such anxiety right now.
So, my argument for that you presented for Fearless is pretty much the same for Picture to Burn. What is the most well-known song off of Debut? And literally the only song that will likely make it onto this album would be Picture to Burn. I think our song is good and it's also very well known. But I think Picture to Burn is
Should have
like,
said no.
or Teardrops.
I don't know,
Guitar.
y'all. I don't know.
Anyway.
Here's the thing. Champagne Problems is so like emotionally raw. I listened to that song 713 times 2 years ago. That was my most played song.
It is so good.
It's so good to cry to.
And the reason I love Cruel Summer is like
The bridge.
It is
It's-
probably like the catchiest bridge ever, and it is so good.
She needs an architecture degree for
Yes.
that bridge.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, anyone have anything last to say about their pick?
Vote for
No?
Champagne Problems.
Okay. I will change my vote to Cruel Summer from Lover.
I'm staying with Cruel Summer from Lover.
I'm gonna stay with Champagne Problems, but you guys have the majority, so
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Trent, write down Cruel Summer.
We'll get.
I love Cruel Summer. Not to get me wrong. I
Yes.
just
That's the hard
Champagne
thing
Problems
is-
is like it goes so hard.
They all
I think-
that like you just can't.
Yeah, that's impossible.
Yeah. Well, that one was super. I'm like, sorry, Red. Sorry, Sparks Fly.
Right?
Sorry, 15. Like, all of those are such good songs. Okay. But, Champagne Problems, the only reason I didn't vote for that one is because I'm like, I'm sure we're going to get more emotional songs later that we will grab.
Yeah, that's
you know?
fair.
Okay. But I
Track
do love
3.
Champagne Problems.
Teardrops on My Guitar from Taylor Swift. Love Story from Fearless. Back to December from Speak Now. Treacherous from Red. Style from 1989. I Did Something Bad from Reputation. Lover from Lover. The Last Great American Dynasty from Folklore.
What the heck?
Gold Rush from Evermore. Antihero from Midnights. Nothing New from Red, Taylor's version. Does everyone have their answer?
Absolutely not. Wait 1 second.
Okay, I think I have my.
I thought for sure we were going to be able to come to consensuses more easily on the first votes.
No.
So, sorry.
Yikes.
Let me think. Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah.
You got it? You're voting first, so.
I Did Something Bad from Reputation.
Okay. Me?
Yeah, it's you.
Okay,
That's
I
what
would
we
say Lover from Lover.
I was gonna say Nothing New from Red Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Really?
I
Dude, that song
love
slaps.
that song.
See, I
would jump to
thought
yours for
all
sure.
of the TV stuff was gonna like fall away, except there's one that I will die on the hill of. So I can't say
I
that all the way. But
Bet that I can guess which one it is for you, and
you bet you could guess which one. I bet you could as well. Get
That
it?
wasn't
'Cause it's I
intended,
bet you
but-
think about me.
Oh. Okay.
But I want to hear your argument for Lover.
Lover, I just think that's a great song.
Okay.
That's kind of like all I have.
It's very cute, but she's done love songs before.
I mean, yeah.
But like no, but like so we're gonna get him on other tracks. So
You can't keep saying that. There's only 18, sis.
I don't know. I don't think Lover's her best.
I think y'all are cuckoo bananas if
I
we go
would-
with Nothing New.
Nothing New really resonates with a lot of like girls our age. I feel like
You
Okay.
wouldn't get it because you're not
I
a girl.
guess I would not. So sorry about it. I'm still
joking.
gonna say Lover.
Okay.
I'm going Nothing New.
Nothing New.
All right. So Nothing New. Trent for
This
track
is
3.
so hard.
I know this is stressful.
I can't believe I just gave up Love Story. That
I know.
when
See,
I
and-
was
and
like
Love's-
when I was young, I played that like on iTunes a million times,
I
so that
think
on my iPod
the
it was my
problem-
number one played song.
Right. I think
And
the
play,
problem
like,
is that Love Story is that it was played so much that it's
Mhm.
like I can't listen to it. It's a skip every time, and I'm sorry about
Yeah,
it.
well, and I feel like Fearless, like kind of, that's the same vibe from Love Story. So I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Track 4, A Place in This World from Taylor Swift, Hey Steven from Fearless, Speak Now from Speak Now, I Knew You Were Trouble from Red, Out of the Woods from 1989, Don't Blame Me from Reputation, The Man
Oh.
from Lover, Exile from Folklore, Tis the Damn Season from Evermore, Snow on the Beach from Midnights, and Forever Winter from Red, Taylor's version.
Oh my gosh, I freaking love Forever Winter, but
It makes me cry.
It's
it's
same.
yeah,
It's
sad.
so sad.
It's so sad. It's sometimes a skip because it's too sad. Depends on my vibe.
Okay,
Oh, no.
Sadie, you're voting first this time.
Shouldn't
right?
you be voting first?
I don't- I
Jackie
can't
just
keep
voted
track.
First. So you.
I will vote first. I Knew You Were Trouble from Red.
Speak Now from Speak Now.
I think that is also great.
The Man from Lover.
Okay, Trent, start the time.
There you go.
Okay, I think I can get behind Speak Now because Speak Now is one of my favorite albums as well. The reason I said I Knew You Were Trouble is because it's a lot more of like the pop rock crossover, and I don't feel like we've hit on that
Oh
note
my gosh,
yet.
we're gonna lose Out of the Woods.
Yes, with Out of the Woods is already off the table.
That is crazy.
Yeah, this is a rough go, folks.
Exile, that one's really sad.
I could get behind Speak Now because I love that album but that's like I feel like not one of the best songs on that album, and I would
Okay.
rather reserve the Speak Now spot for.
I can get on board with that and switch to I Knew You Were Trouble.
Okay,
Unless you
do
have
you
a
want
better.
to try and I can't like I love The Man, but I don't think it's the best of these tracks.
I agree. I'm sorry.
I just don't like I Knew You Were Trouble, but
Oh.
All right, I think the consensus is I Knew You Were Trouble. Then do we need to vote
I
again?
can't believe we
we're getting
I-
we got already
it
so
seriously-
many good songs.
That's that. Like I say, when I was making these lists, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm pitting my children against each other." Okay, the one that we've all been waiting for, track 5, "Cold as You" from Taylor Swift, "White Horse" from Fearless, "Dear John" from Speak Now,
Gosh.
"All Too Well" from Red,
No.
"All You Had to Do Was Stay" from 1989, "Delicate" from Reputation, "The Archer" from Lover, "My Tears Ricochet" from Folklore, "Tolerate It" from Evermore, "You're on Your Own Kid" from Midnights, and "Run" from Red TV.
Okay, I have mine.
Are you up now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dear John from Speak Now.
My Tears Ricochet from Folklore.
All Too Well.
Oh.
I think so. My thoughts about All Too Well is like I could get behind that one because the 10-minute version was like so monumental.
If we can agree that it's that version specifically. I know we like just said it was like all the same,
that's the
but
reason I
yeah,
included them all together was so that we could
Then
consider it as like a group.
I
of
will
All
I
Too
will jump
Well,
on that.
or
Yeah,
whatever other.
Because the reason I like My Tears Ricochet, because it does like go into like her, like the sad girl era. Where
Yeah.
She like, where it's like, she just does such a good job like with her lyrics
Yes.
during My Tears Ricochet.
My Tears
that
Ricochet is lyrically one of her best songs.
Stunning.
But
So is
All Too Well 10-minute version also gets into that too. Like,
And
Yeah.
anyway.
I would be willing to switch.
All
if
right.
we
Okay,
can-
I am too.
All Too
Okay.
Well, and then in parentheses put 10-minute version.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll concede on that.
Yeah.
Although I am horrified to give up to your job.
No,
I
this was
couldn't-
the one that I was like, I feel real bad about this one.
Okay.
Track 6, The Outside from Taylor Swift, You Belong With Me from Fearless, Mean from Speak Now, 22 from Red, Shake It Off from 1989, Look What You Made Me Do from Reputation, I Think He Knows from Lover, Mirrorball from Folklore, No Body No Crime from Evermore, Midnight Rain from Midnights, and The Very First Night from Red TV. You're voting first.
Midnight Rain from Midnights.
I think I'm going to go with Midnight Rain as well. It feels like a sin to give up You Belong With Me.
Yeah.
My
But-
vote was No Body, No Crime, just for the record, but you guys got the majority.
No Body, No
That
Crime
one's
is good,
so
too.
good, like the storytelling.
That's one of the ones that like my roommate will listen to, and I feel like anyone that my roommate will listen to has to go to these
That's
But
one of Morgan's
Midnight
favorites,
Rain
too.
is very good, and
Midnight Rain is
that's-
excellent. And like I say, it's so hard because you're looking at it and it's like, You Belong With Me, Mean, 22, Shake It Off, Look What You Made Me Do. Like, bangers all the way down.
seriously.
Uh-huh.
Track 7, Tied Together With a Smile from Taylor Swift, Breathe from Fearless, The Story of Us from Speak Now, I Almost Do from Red, I Wish You Would from 1989, So It Goes from Reputation, Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince from Lover, 7 from Folklore, Happiness from Evermore, and Question from Midnights.
And
I vote first. I'm going to vote for The Story of Us from Speak Now.
I knew that was.
I was also going to vote for The Story of Us from Speak Now.
Oh gosh.
Arguably the best song on Speak Now.
So
Yes,
good.
no, without a doubt. I'm trying to think, or I'm trying to see. I mean, I'll agree on the first round.
See,
Or
and that's hard because
I Wish You
Happiness
Would
is so
is
good. I Wish You
Happiness
Would
is
is so
so
good.
good.
Question I
Breathe.
love.
Yeah.
So many good ones, but I think is that the first time we've all agreed?
That's the first one that
Yeah,
we've all
without-
agreed on.
yeah,
without fighting.
Yeah, the story
Yay.
of Us is such a different sound too, so I think it's good.
Okay, did you get The Story of Us? All right, track 8, Stay Beautiful from Taylor Swift, Tell Me Why from Fearless, Never Grow Up from Speak Now, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together from Red, Bad Blood from 1989, Gorgeous from Reputation, Paper Rings from Lover, August from Folklore, Dorothea from Evermore, and Vigilante Shit from Midnights. Sadie, you're up first.
I think I'm going to have to go with Bad Blood from 1989.
Jacqueline?
I might go with. Oh my gosh, it's so hard.
It is so hard.
Maybe We Are Never Getting Back Together because it's a cult classic.
I will go with Bad Blood
Oh.
because that is my favorite off of 1989.
Not Blood. Blood.
Bad Blood.
Bad Blood.
Okay, cool.
The version with Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also,
love
that
that version.
music video, folks.
Insane.
Yeah.
I love it. I watch it all the time.
I think
Like, put it on my project on my gravestone when I pass.
Done.
Please.
The only reason I would say We Are Never Getting Back Together is because I feel like it's one of her cult.
Yeah.
that is
It's like
classic.
it's one that permeated like
You can't go to the
Everywhere.
grocery store without
Yeah.
hearing that song.
And I do feel the same about Bad Blood, so I would agree on Bad Blood because it is kind of the same
I was
vibe as
I was on the fence about a couple of them, so if you guys said something,
well,
other
that's
than
the
Bad
thing
Blood,
is like
been
I
swayed,
could have
though.
gone. I love Gorgeous. It's one of my favorite songs in Reputation.
Paper
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 Rings,
Rings?
so good.
If one of you guys had said Paper
Vigilante
Rings, I would have
shit?
jumped.
Yeah.
Also excellent.
Yeah. I do love
All right, track 9. Should Have Said No from Taylor Swift. You're Not Sorry from Fearless. Enchanted from Speak Now. Stay, Stay, Stay
Oh
from
my
Red.
gosh. gosh.
Wildest Dreams from 1989, Getaway Car from Reputation, Cornelia Street from Lover, This Is Me Trying from Folklore, Coney Island from Evermore, and Bejeweled from Midnights.
Oh, okay, I have mine.
I think you're up first.
I'm going with Should Have Said No from Debut. It's hard. It's so hard.
so
See,
hard.
I think I'm gonna go with Bejeweled from Midnights.
Should Have Said No. Debut.
That was like my second place. But see, the problem is it's like Stay, Wildest Dreams, Getaway Car. Like
If
Those
someone
are all
had said, I was afraid that you were gonna say Getaway Car because
I would've
Should Have
jumped
Said
for-
No and Getaway Car were the two that I was in between.
yeah,
So I was like, if nobody says Getaway Car, I'll go with Should Have Said No. But if you had said Getaway Car, it would have been over.
it would have been over.
Yeah.
I would've just
Okay,
left.
so Should Have Said No is track 9. Debut is actually like shown up in a way that I did not expect it to.
Should Have Said No. You can't beat Should Have Said No.
Okay, track 10, Mary's Song, Oh My from Debut, The Way I Loved You from Fearless, Better Than Revenge from Speak Now, The Last Time from Red, How You Get the Girl from 1989, King of My Heart from Reputation, Death by a Thousand Cuts from Lover, Illicit Affairs from Folklore, Ivy from Evermore, and Labyrinth from Midnights. Those last 3 suck. That sucks.
That sucks.
Those are so like those last 4, like I don't know. But it's my turn to go first. And I think I am going to say Death by a Thousand Cuts from Lover.
Death by a Thousand
That's what
Cuts.
I'm
Okay.
Specifically the live in Paris version.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
But
last
the
time
song
and
is
Better
so
Than
good.
Revenge.
Yeah.
Knife
Well,
in my
right.
heart.
Or
Oh my
literally
God,
those
Ivy.
those bottom 4. I'm like,
I
shoot me now, please.
the only one that I really don't feel attached to is Mary's Song, which feels bad, but it's a great song. I just-
Oh
cute,
my,
yeah.
my.
Yeah, that's cute.
All right. Track 11, Our Song from Taylor Swift, Forever and Always from Fearless, Innocent from Speak Now, Holy Ground from Red, This Love from 1989, Dancing with Our Hands Tied from Reputation, London Boy from Lover, Invisible String from Folklore, Cowboy Like Me from Evermore, and Karma from Midnights. Sadie?
This one's really hard.
This one is tough.
I'm gonna have to say Holy Ground from Red.
Oh, no.
I wonder what
That's
Cade's gonna
insane.
choose.
I was saying
I was trying to keep
String.
cool.
I want
Invisible String is
to play at my
so
wedding, like,
good. I
Invisible
love
String
that
is,
song.
is super pretty.
But for it, that feels like a deep cut where an essential collection has got to be like Holy Ground, where it's like
Yeah.
See, I could have gone Behind Forever and Always.
I love
But-
that song too. But
Holy
Well, I
Ground.
guess, yeah.
Holy Ground
good.
is so good.
Red is just not my favorite album.
It's okay.
So, but I
Okay.
do.
There's still time for you to see the light and
But I-
repent. It's the Sabbath. You can take the sacrament today.
Yeah, you're right. But Holy Ground they're all really good. I like all of her songs, but
All right.
like every single one, always, all the time.
All of them should be on this collection ever.
yeah.
I'm Only Me for When I'm With You from Taylor Swift. The Best Day, Fearless, Haunted from Speak Now. Sad, Beautiful, Tragic from Red. I Know Places from 1989. Dress from Reputation. Soon You'll Get Better from Lover. Mad Woman from Folklore. Long Story Short, Evermore. And Sweet Nothing from Midnights.
Oh gosh.
I think it is your turn, Miss Jacqueline.
Since I couldn't have Invisible String, I want Sweet Nothing from Midnights because they're the same band. Oh shit! No,
I'm gonna say I Know Places from 1989.
Dang it!
I'm gonna say Haunted from Speak
I
Now.
love Haunted. He
I
hates
s-
Haunted.
I saw that
Haunted is one of my
live.
least favorite.
Oh my
songs.
gosh,
I don't know
I-
why.
You should have gone to Speak Now tour because the live performance of that, she was like hitting a bell and it was insane. It stuck with me forever. That's all I'm saying. Sorry. Anyways,
Have I talked to you about my theory about the Eras tour? We'll talk offline.
We'll talk.
Oh.
I'll say this: I can be swayed, so you two
For
present.
what? Oh, I think I Know Places from 1989 is the best off this list. I can get behind Sweet Nothing if you're unwilling to change, but it sounds like you also
I'm willing to change to I Know Places because that's probably one of my favorites off
1989.
Off of 1989.
Same.
I love Sweet Nothing for the same reason I love
Invisible String.
because it's just like very honest and like
And it's
just
so
a sweet song.
Yeah.
I do love Sweet Nothing. So I can be swayed to either one of you guys. So you guys make the deciding vote.
I Know
Okay,
Places.
Let's think. Let's think about this because we have other pop songs, like other like fun songs, but Sweet Nothing.
What other song do we have from 1989?
I don't.
We haven't
Bad
gone.
Blood.
We haven't gone to
yeah.
the best
And
song
we
from
have-
1989
Sweet Nothing,
yet.
please.
Okay, fine. We can do Sweet Nothing.
Sweet Nothing.
That's not how I thought track 12 was gonna go, everyone.
I do love. I'm sad to lose I Know Places, but
I love I Know
think we do
Places,
need
but I
a
think that there's
sweet-
a something from 1989 that I will argue for harder. So
Is it never mind, I'm not gonna say. Invisible from Taylor Swift, Change from Fearless, Last Kiss from Speak Now, The Lucky One from Red, Clean from 1989, This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things from Rep, False God from Lover, Epiphany from Folklore, Marjorie from Evermore, and Mastermind from Midnights.
Oh, no. You're gonna be torn.
My vote, no, this one's easy. Mastermind.
Clean 1989.
Yeah, I was gonna go with Clean. Too.
Oh yes, that's the one. I would have fought so hard for that one. Clean
Is so good. And
I
feel like
literally
that-
just want to like stand. Like every time I listen to it, I just want to like stand. I need like
Yeah.
in the shower and like the rain or something because that's just I just feel so like light when I listen to that song.
And Clean is so good. Like to me, like Clean and Champagne Problems, like it kind of like showcases her
Range.
like writing ability.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you went with Clean. I thought you were gonna go for This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things, but I saw Master.
That was my second choice. Was This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things?
I'm sad to give it both. This is why we
I
can't
am
have nice
too.
things and Mastermind, but I'm
Right?
sorry,
And
Clean,
Marjorie,
is cute.
it makes me cry.
it makes me
sometimes.
cry.
Okay, I was
Literally
like,
every time.
I'm gonna be honest. A lot of Taylor Swift songs make me cry.
Yeah. All right. Track 14, A Perfectly Good Heart from Taylor Swift, Jump Then Fall from the Platinum Edition of Fearless, Long Live from Speak Now, Everything Has Changed from Red, Hours from Speak Now Deluxe, Call It What You Want from Reputation, You Need to Calm Down from Lover, Betty from Folklore, Closure from Evermore, The Moment I Knew from Red Deluxe.
Oh my god.
I think, Sadie, you're up. There's a right answer to this. And if you don't know that, you're crazy.
I'm now too afraid to answer.
Yeah, me too. You can't say that.
Yeah, I can. It's my game.
Cade makes the rules.
It's my house. Sadie?
I'm gonna have to say Betty from Folklore.
I would say. Oh my gosh, You Need to Calm Down from Lover. That one's so hard.
My vote is for Long Live from Speak Now.
Okay, I'll switch.
Because honestly,
You don't have no convincing Long Live. Yeah.
I would switch to it.
it is my favorite love song from Taylor Swift, I think.
Okay, I'll
Is Long
switch.
Live.
I will switch to Long
I would
Live.
too. I love Betty.
I love
but
Betty
I feel
too.
like we need the trio for it to make sense. Like,
That's that's a good point, and we didn't
Yes.
put any of the other
We didn't
ones
put
on.
August on.
or Cardigan.
Or
We didn't
Cardigan.
has August come up yet?
Yeah, it's track 8.
It
Oh.
was like,
Cut
Do
that.
we need to pause for a minute? Okay, let's pause for just 1 minute. Are we back on? We're back on. Okay. Track 15, Untouchable from Fearless Platinum. If This Was a Movie from Speak Now Deluxe. Come Back, Be Here from Red Deluxe. Starlight from Red. Wonderland from 1989 Deluxe. New Year's Day from Reputation. Afterglow from Lover. Peace from Folklore. Evermore from Evermore. High Infidelity from Midnights.
okay,
I think it's your turn.
Peace from Folklore.
I will also vote Peace from Folklore.
Peace from Folklore till
Okay,
the
cool.
day I die.
This was one of the easiest ones.
I
I
do
like
love-
Wonderland a lot.
Come Back,
Yeah.
Be Here.
And Come Back, Be Here.
I need to be like curled up in a ball or like pounding the ground to sing that one. I don't know why, but that's
Okay, there's only 3 tracks left.
Oh gosh.
okay.
Track 16, Come In With the Rain from Fearless Platinum, Superman from Speak Now Deluxe, Girl at Home from Red Deluxe, Begin Again from Red, You Are in Love from 1989 Deluxe, The Lakes from Folklore, Me from Lover, Hoax from Folklore, Right Where You Left Me
Oh,
from Evermore,
gosh.
The Great War from Midnight's 3 a.m.
Shoot.
This one's really hard.
I think for my vote, I am going to say The Great War.
I'm gonna say Right Where You Left Me from Evermore Deluxe.
I'm like in between those two.
Those are what I was
You're
in
the
between,
deciding
so
vote.
that's-
Actually, I'm just gonna say a random one, and then you guys
Oh,
can
and
give
then we
your-
have to know.
Okay, so "Come In With the Rain" because I do love that song also.
Coming with the Rain's good.
Okay.
So I'll just say Right Where You Left Me doesn't do it for me really a lot. I think it's a good song. But The Great War, I feel like there's so much
Like
symbology and
Yeah.
like storytelling.
Yeah.
And that's what I really like in a lot of her songs is like the storytelling aspect. So that's why I chose The Great
That's
War.
fair. Most of my reasoning is like emotional attachment because that song's like 20, like I'm still 23 inside my fantasy. I was 23 when I was listening to that song and like
Yeah.
going through a little emotional friendship breakup / other horrible things. So it was just like that was it for me. But
Yeah.
I do like your reasoning for The Great War, and that is such a good song. And I
It is.
feel like they both make me feel similar where I'm just like, you know,
It's kind of like a soft rage.
yeah.
I'm gonna go with "The Great War."
Okay.
And I'm agreeing.
The Great
with
War
that.
for track 16.
Dude, "The Great War" is so good.
The Great
Two
War
left.
is so good.
Track 17, Superstar from Fearless Platinum, New Romantics from 1989, Glitch from Midnights, Dear Reader from Midnights, We Were Happy from 1989, That's When from Fearless TV, It's Nice to Have a Friend from Lover, Bye Bye Baby from Fearless TV, It's Time to Go from Evermore, and Bigger Than the Whole Sky from Midnights. Sadie, you're up first.
I think I'm gonna have to go with New Romantics from 1989 Deluxe.
I would go with "New Romantics" also.
Okay. I was going to say Dear Reader, but New Romantics is great.
Yeah.
I just
Like,
think
I
it has
don't
like
have-
a fun
I don't have fault with
vibe
it.
to
Maybe
it.
we're the new. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Best people. All right, last track. The Other Side of the Door from Fearless Platinum, Would've, Could've, Should've from Midnights, Mr. Perfectly Fine from Fearless TV, We Were Happy from Fearless TV, Don't You from Fearless TV, Ronin from Red, Daylight from Lover, Better Man from Red, I Bet You Think About Me from Red TV, and Paris from Midnights.
Okay. Super hard. This one's very hard.
This
for
one is
me.
really, really hard.
I know what you're gonna say, and I also
Okay.
I love it equally, or not equally. I love it.
I don't think it's equal, but okay.
I do love it, and I think it's like so fun and like cheeky. Like it's like kind of a cheeky song. But "Would've, Could've, Should've," that's my vote. Is "Would've, Could've, Should've" from Midnights. That one is very like emotional and like I don't know. I just think "Would've, Could've, Should've" is like such a bop.
I Bet You Think About Me. Arguably one of the best songs from the best album on the planet, Red, Taylor's version. It is so fun, but it's also like a huge middle finger.
Yeah, it's cheeky.
And it's so fun, but it's got like the fun upbeat tempo, but it's also a huge middle finger, and the lyrics are so good.
Yeah.
So that's why
Sadie, what's
You
I Bet You
guys
Think
have
About Me.
literally picked the two that I was in between, and I was hoping that this wouldn't happen because I
too
think
bad.
honestly both of them are huge middle fingers.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if we have another sad one like "Would've, Could've, Should've."
Wait, can we know what songs we have to make this?
Yeah, can I
final?
see the list real quick? This is the last one. Or do you want to read it off?
I can toss it to you.
Just because will probably know a little bit better what the sad song is.
Okay.
So we have like The Story of Us. We have Peace. So right now it's track 1, Fearless, track 2, Cruel Summer, track 3, Nothing New, track 4, I Knew You Were Trouble, track
Nothing
5,
New
All
is
Too
pretty
Well,
sad.
track 6, Midnight Rain, track 7, The Story of Us, track 8, Bad Blood, track 9, Should Have Said No, track 10, Death by a Thousand Cuts, also very sad, track 11, Holy Ground, track 12, Sweet Nothing, track 11, Clean, track 14, Long Live, track 15, Peace, track 16, The Great War, track 17, New Romantics.
Okay. I think I'm gonna have to go with I Bet You Think About Me.
Yes!
Yeah.
I'm so
No,
based on the other ones that we
the other
had.
ones, yeah,
I
they were-
love Would've, Could've,
it's
Should've
so
though.
good.
But yeah,
Because that one's also kind of like a middle finger, but I do like the fun, like, cheeky middle finger too. So I'm fine with it.
especially like when you like picture the like music video and
Yes,
stuff like that.
it's
So
The
fun.
music video, like you can't divorce it from the music video.
right? It's all
That's true.
The song
when
is
I
great
hear
by
the
itself.
song, the music video is playing in my head.
For sure, yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
are you ready for the track list one last time?
Yes.
And then I'll put this on Spotify as Taylor Swift The Essential Collection, and just let it be known, if this is ever made, this is what has to go on the record.
Legally, it's binding
Legally,
now.
You're
Yeah,
sorry.
if Taylor asks us to pick, this is what will be on it.
I would hope that we would have a little more leeway than the rules that I put on
It has to
us.
be like 6 CDs worth.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like, so
absolutely.
we're only gonna cut out like a few of them.
Okay, so track 1 is Fearless. Track 2 is Cruel Summer. Track 3 is Nothing New. Track 4 is I Knew You Were Trouble. Track 5 is All Too Well, the 10-minute version. Track 6 is Midnight Rain. Track 7 is The Story of Us. Track 8 is Bad Blood. Track 9 is Should Have Said No. Track 10 is Death by a Thousand Cuts. Track 11 is Holy Ground. Track 12 is Sweet Nothing. Track 13 is Clean. Track 14 is Long Live. Track 15 is Peace. Track 16 is The Great War. And track 17, New Romantics, with track 18 being I Bet You Think About Me.
That's great. So sorry, Evermore. Nothing from Evermore, right?
Just like our mom, Taylor Swift,
Yeah.
forgets Evermore. We did too.
I was gonna say Evermore might be my least favorite album. Sorry
Yeah,
about it,
they're-
everyone.
I
like
feel
it.
they're all deep cuts for sure.
Yeah,
Anyway, crazy.
That was
Thanks for
really fun.
participating.
That was really fun. That was hard, but that was really fun.
Yeah.
let's take a quick break. So Sadie,
Tell us.
Okay, well, I just feel like after the quiz and after fighting for our lives on that track list,
Yeah.
let's do something a little more chill. But maybe, I don't know. I just want to know what you think is the album that has the least amount of skip songs and the album that has the most amount of skip songs.
Okay.
interesting. Like I would skip every single time.
Yeah, so like if you're listening to the album from beginning to end, which album are you going to skip the least amount
Or
of
skip.
songs
I've heard
and
it
which
both ways.
That's what the cool kids are saying. You wouldn't understand, you're too old. Just kidding.
Ouch.
Sorry, that was really mean. I didn't mean to be that mean.
Is 28.
I forgot about that.
I never
Oh.
forget 'cause that's so funny. Okay.
But yeah, so you're listening to the album from beginning to end. Which album are you skipping the least amount of songs, and which album are you like barely listening to? We'll say.
Okay.
I mean, I guess not. Like,
I have mine.
okay.
So my no skip album is probably Folklore.
Okay.
That one is one where I'm happy to listen to the entirety of the album. Like there's only like a few songs where I'm like, it's not my fave. My skip album is Evermore, which is kind of like weird because
That's my skip album.
How
too.
dare you?
Yeah.
Don't high five about that. I'm just kidding.
I do
Not
love
that it's
Evermore.
bad.
Yeah. I just think that there's not like Coney Island doesn't mean anything to me. Like
Really?
yeah, like Dorothea.
Oh, I love Coney Island.
a lot of those songs I'm like I'm okay without them, you know.
Yeah, you don't feel passionately about them.
Yeah, but with
They're not
Folklore-
necessarily like skips for me, but it's also like there's other stuff I would listen to.
Yeah, I think for me, like with Folklore, I love when albums are like a story. 21 Pilots does that a lot, but like, so I love Folklore for this reason because of like Cardigan, Betty,
The trilogy.
in August.
Uh-huh.
I love Seven. Like, I think that is such a cute
That
song.
was a good one.
My Tears Ricochet,
Last Great
American Dynasty, like, and then
Willow.
Exile is so good. Willow's on
On Evermore, yeah.
yeah, but love Willow.
I just had a brain fart.
No, you're good. Is Willow could have been on
On Folklore. I feel like it was like she's like, I gotta have one song.
Bob. Yeah, Yeah. But
I
I
have
do,
one song on this album that people like.
yeah. But I do love Evermore. I just think that Folklore
is like
for me.
is just the stronger album for sure.
If they're sisters, that's the prettier one.
My take on that is Folklore has the best like individual songs, but I actually think Evermore is better as like a cohesive album.
Really?
Mhm.
I don't
I
agree
see.
with that.
I kind of because
again.
they're like sister albums, so I see Folklore as like the younger sister, the kind of more like emotional sister. I'm looking at you, Casey. Just kidding. There's no. I don't even know she'll listen to this. So, but Evermore's like the more mature, like older sister who is like, now we're processing our feelings. Like we were feeling our feelings in Folklore, and now we're processing.
And
our
now we're
feelings
killing
in
men
Evermore.
and hiding their bodies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As you should. No, I'm just kidding.
And-
Don't kill. Don't murder. I do not condone murder.
Sadie
For
just said
legal
it. Murder
reasons,
is
that a
legal.
joke. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think, I don't know, Folklore, I just was so excited when it came out, and like it was just because it was a hard year, and then Folklore
Just like
came
out of the blue.
Yeah, and I was just like so excited, and I was obsessed with it. Like as soon as I listened to it, I think Evermore for me, like it took me a long time to get into it, and then I still love it, but it's just
That's
my
fair.
more skippy album.
Yeah, I agree. I think Evermore, it's probably Evermore for me, or 1989 has a lot of skips for me.
Really?
Sorry about it.
I love 1989.
Me too.
Shake It Off is honestly probably my least favorite Taylor Swift song.
Yeah.
And I think
I feel like that's a lot of people's least
I think
favorite.
that's like a hard part of the reason why I'm like, ooh, 1989. Because then you talk about individual songs. I'm like, Wonderland, love it.
I love Wonderland.
You know, and it's like all of these other songs on there. I know Places. Like, there's just so many songs on there that are good, but it's just hard to get past Shake It Off for me.
Really? So Shake It Off is your skip album?
Shake It Off alone is my skip album.
Or 1989 is your skip album?
No, I think it would probably be Evermore as well.
Okay.
For a lot of the same reasons you're saying. It's hard for me to separate Folklore and Evermore in my mind. And out of the two, I would listen to Folklore before Evermore.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Makes sense.
My no skip album, Speak Now.
I was shocked that you said that.
I know you
I
were all
thought
expecting me to say Red.
I was like, I literally had my comment ready for like, oh, no surprise there.
Oh, no
but,
surprise, it's Red.
but he did in fact surprise.
Yeah, you did.
Red is my favorite album, but I do feel like there are less songs I would skip on Speak Now.
100%. Yeah. I think Speak Now is a no skip album for sure. It's not my favorite vibe that she's done, but it is good.
I respect
you
that.
know? Yeah, I'm more of a Folklore kind of girl. Like we're in
Like, let's go to the woods.
Sad girl hours.
I just
We're
wanna,
gonna
lay
hang
in the
out
grass
in a
and,
cemetery.
Yeah.
And then
Take my picture as I'm laying on this tombstone.
yeah, if you could. And then Speak Now is so fun. I remember when Speak Now came out and I was in high school and I was like, this is such a fun album.
Yep. So that, I think Red still for sure my favorite album as a whole. But realistically, there are songs on Red like that I will skip.
Right. If we're talking Taylor's version, there's like 30 songs on that Red album.
But honestly, a lot of the TV songs in Red are not skips.
No, not at all.
They're most of them are
Like I feel like they helped, if anything, you know?
Yeah, because I mean, I don't want to start calling songs out, but like
everything has changed.
Yeah, not my favorite. Treacherous
Sorry, Ed
is not
Sheeran.
my favorite.
treacherous.
I'm sorry.
Treachery, more like.
You
But-
guys.
Yeah, so I don't know. Those aren't my favorite. And Holy Ground kind of falls into that. Like that's how I feel about Red. But like you said, the Taylor's version added so much because like.
I bet you think about me, Mr. Perfectly Fine.
Or
The
one we
Nothing new.
nothing new. I'm like sitting here. I'm like,
Forever
what's the one
Winter,
that we picked?
Yeah, like there's like 6 or something that I'm like.
Well,
these
but
are all
also
awesome.
I remember Ronin was the first like secret track I ever knew about back in like 2011 or whenever.
right.
And I was like, I'm really cool because I have the secret
Ooh.
track.
Ronin.
Kate wasn't like other Taylor Swift.
I wasn't-
fans.
I had
All
Ronin.
of
He had the
I had-
saddest Taylor Swift
I
song
had
to
Ronin
exist.
on my iPod. It is the saddest
That
Taylor
song,
Swift
it's
like,
so special.
hi, let's talk about
I
a
love
dead
it.
boy.
I skip it every time, or else I will sob violently.
Yeah, it's too sad.
It's too
for
sad.
Day to day.
But when I'm in like my like real
It's too
sad
sad
for
for day to
feels,
day.
absolutely.
That's a break in case of emergency Taylor Swift song.
That is like seasonal depression. You wrote that one out.
Absolutely.
You guys
yes.
don't like talking about dead kids?
Yeah, not typically.
Oh, I had you pegged as like, we love dead kids.
Yeah, I do give off that vibe.
I do get-
No, but absolutely not.
What about you, Sadie? What's your skip, no skip?
My no skip is also Speak Now. Speak Now is absolutely like no skips. It's honestly just banger after banger. Like, are you kidding me? Every time I listen to that
Back to
album, I'm
back.
just like, yes. And I also saw that live when she came to Salt Lake and did
That
it.
would change
And
things. I feel.
it was a performance. Like they had set pieces, like she was doing like scenes. It honestly felt like I came away from like a Broadway musical a little bit, but
amazing.
maybe like way more low scale. But it was so like all of that is like ingrained into my brain. So then I'm listening to the songs and I'm like reliving the Speak Now tour, and it's like, holy cow. But all of the songs, like a lot of the songs just make you feel so like fresh and like yes and like free. But then you get like Dear John, where I'm like yelling in my car about,
You are an expert at sorry. Yeah, I'm like,
And making
dang.
lines blurry,
Yeah.
never impressed by me acing your tests,
Like-
ma'am.
so
She's like a
so
kid when
good.
She writes it. It's crazy. That's
Right?
Crazy.
She's like, she was maybe 18,
19. Yeah,
19.
19. Just
Well,
that's
when
kind
she
of the
probably
whole
wrote it, it was
thing.
I guess,
17, 18.
I guess.
Like, but like so
No,
good.
she had to have been 18 when she was dating, at least.
Well, she was 19.
She was 19 when she dated
When she
John
dated John
Mayer.
Mayer, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I'm saying she probably wrote some of the songs the year
Right,
before.
you would-
Oh, right. Some of the songs on Speak Now. I thought you were talking about Dear John specifically. I was like,
No,
I do not think Dear John was written when she was 7. I hope not.
No,
she wrote all the
19
lyrics except for
sure.
Dear John. Then she just like worked that in.
she was like, Dear someone. I don't know who
I
this is
can't
going to be
put
about.
my finger on it yet, but I'll get it, ladies
Yeah,
and gentlemen.
and then here he came.
But yeah, so I love that. I also, fun story, when I went to the tour, I woke up at 4 a.m. on the day that was the concert. I still had a full day of school to go to, but I woke up at 4 a.m. so I could try and curl my hair like Taylor Swift. It did not look anything like it. It's just like these really tight,
Cute.
but
That
there
is
was so
cute
much
to me.
hairspray in my hair. I remember that. My mom had to like get my older sister to come like help fix my hair because even though I woke up at 4 a.m, I was almost late to school because that was taking me way too long. But yeah, but my skip album, it's Debut. I like Debut a lot, and I like a lot of the songs, but there's a lot of songs where I'm like, if I'm driving to work, I'm like, this isn't the vibe this morning.
The hits
Skip.
are hits.
but
yeah, there's
and the
like
skips are
there's
skips.
maybe like 5 hits on that album, and then the rest I'm like they all blend together to me.
so
I think I like country music better than either of you.
that's
so
yeah, that's the thing is like I didn't grow up
I
listening
probably
to country
feel
music.
differently about that, but
My dad calls country music
What?
an oxymoron, so that should tell you everything about me and country music.
What other songs do you like other than you have 5?
how do you feel about The Other Side of the Door?
Yeah, it's good, but it's not.
It's a good song,
It's a hit.
but if I'm not in
So
the mood
good.
to listen to Taylor Swift country, I'm skipping it.
Or Mary's song, Oh My My My.
Yeah, I
Same.
do. I love Mary's song. I love our song, Picture to Burn.
Should
Should've said
Should
no.
have said no. And
Tim McGraw.
Tim McGraw, Teardrops on My Guitar.
That's more than 5.
That's 6.
There's only 14 songs on the album. It's almost half the album.
Teardrops on My Guitar is actually the
Get it,
song that
girl.
made me a Taylor Swift fan
Yeah, that's
because my sister's best friend was dating a guy named Drew, and then it didn't work out, and then I would always be like, you can relate to this song, right?
Here's a song for
And
you.
I would always be like, come on the radio, come on the radio, come on the radio. And like, I'm the third child of my mom. Like we listened to like church music in the car growing up, and then like when my older sister went through her like emo phase and stuff, that's when like the rest of us learned what music was. So
Yes.
so that's like I would always, but like I didn't like get CDs or anything like that. Like I just listened to what my older sister listened to, but I loved Taylor Swift and my cousins were big fans. So I'd be like, we'd be with them and I'd be like, should we listen to Taylor Swift? Teardrops on my guitar on repeat, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
So I do like debut, but I have to be in the mood for it most of the time. Except for Picture to Burn and Should Have Said No. Those I have a
those
playlist.
are always fun.
It's called Men Are the Reason I'm in Therapy, and I listen to it all the time. I'm not crazy. That's all.
You're good.
Just sometimes you like want to like rage and there's a lot of
those
good.
are really good rages.
Yeah, they're
for sure.
Yep.
Fun.
But yeah, that's
It's not a bad choice, but it's not. It's just I just feel like there's less on Evermore.
See,
than debut.
I love Evermore. That's my preferred one. But again, it might have
you
to
prefer Evermore
over
over
Folklore?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Woof.
I know.
Couldn't be me.
I know.
Could not be me.
Literally crazy.
There's
but again,
a solid chance that Folklore.
It might be that Champagne Problems like carries the album for me, but when I tell you guys that I'm like obsessed with that song, I don't think you understand. It's okay. I like was really, really sad when it had come out and it was snowing outside, and I put on my brand new snow pants that I just bought for an activity that I didn't end up going on because the guy who I was gonna go with it didn't work out. And I laid in the snow. And my roommate came out. She's like, "You good?" And it was just Champagne Problems on repeat, and I was just. Yeah, just having a moment.
Oh my gosh. I love that.
That's my sad girl hours for reals. If you hear me listening to Champagne Problems, I'm not having a good time. Be worried.
I'm not well. Yeah.
Oh man. That was good. That was a fun episode. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Thank you guys for inviting me to do this with you. I had so much fun.
Thanks to Sadie for coming and hanging out with us and chatting about Taylor Swift. Thanks to Trent for sitting here for 2 hours
and listening to Taylor Swift
and going through his own personal hell of listening to us talk about Taylor Swift for 2 hours.
So I'm just gonna go listen to Weezer for 2 hours.
Nice. I like Weezer.
Weezer's great.
Weezer and the Killers and Greta Van Fleet are all doing a concert out in New Jersey.
Wait, who?
Weezer, Greta Van Fleet, the Killers, the Beach Boys. The Foo Fighters. It's like a whole like festival thing, and
it's a festival.
Yeah,
it's like a festival. Most bonkers lineup.
It's a 2-day festival. I think it's out in like New Jersey, and if you see me in New Jersey, just mind your own business. I love all of those bands, so
that would be a fun concert.
That makes total sense. Like Weezer takes a lot of inspiration from the Beach Boys.
Yeah,
I love that.
That's all.
Sorry. Next week for Trent's Weezer podcast.
It's just
or me and Morgan talking about Beach Boys. Morgan loves the Beach Boys.
The Beach Boys go.
Beach Boys was my first ever CD Boys. That I owned. Oh, that was my own CD. The Beach Boys Essential Hits, actually.
Wow! Did you get to make the?
I made the set list.
Oh, excellent!
And it was just Surfin' USA for all 18 tracks.
When we're not recording, I have a funny story about that song, but it's not appropriate for this.
Okay.
Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure to go follow us on Instagram, TikTok. Just those two. That's all we're at. Subscribe on YouTube if you haven't. Give us a rating, just like Sadie has.
Yeah, try and beat my rating.
It's gonna be rough because she's
I comment on everything.
5 stars.
Try and do better. Try and do better than me. I dare you. That's a challenge.
Follow us on Spotify and Apple Music, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, the Apple Book app. I don't think we're on there, but
not
you can
Audible
try.
though. Not Audible.
Yeah.
And thanks, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.